I've been fortunate to have great mentors in my life, many of whom graduated from Stanford and Harvard with their MBAs. And this was something that I aspired to achieve as well. Getting into Stanford and Harvard really makes you overcome long odds. At Stanford, the acceptance rate is about 6%. At Harvard, it's about 12%. And so I wanted to work with experts who had come to Stanford, come to Harvard, and gotten their MBAs so that I'd be able to understand how the process worked and how to tell my story in the most authentic way I possibly could. And that's what drew me to Fortuna, and specifically working with Rachel Erickson. Working with Rachel really allowed me to put my authentic voice into the application. It successfully culminated in me achieving acceptance to Stanford, where I'm pursuing my MBA at the present. I first met Rachel Erickson in Fortuna when I was a first-year investment banking analyst at Goldman Sachs. At Goldman, we had a program where they brought in professors from top business schools to give us sample classes. We were able to see simulations and cases from the schools, and that allowed me to understand what it was like to be in a business school class. After I decided that I wanted to go down this path, I realized that I should connect with a coach to better understand what was needed in order to show myself in the most authentic light. After interviewing several coaches, I realized that Rachel would be the right coach for me, specifically because of the authenticity that she brought to the table and how that helped me bring my true and authentic self each and every time I worked on the process. And that eventually culminated in an application that I really think demonstrates the best of my authentic self. Over the years, Rachel proved the adage that people are the most important aspect of a team. Rachel is very different in her approach than other coaches, and I was able to see it immediately. This is why I, in the end, decided to work with Rachel. She's direct, and she provides an unwavering view that helps you get to know yourself better, and it's very key for the requirements of applying to a top business school like Stanford or Harvard. Specifically, Rachel does not inject her own voice into the application. Your application comes from you. It comes from within. And that's a really important part to me because I wanted to make sure the application showed me in the most authentic and true light. Rachel allowed me to see my application and how it would be viewed from multiple vantages. That was really important for me as I was considering how I would frame things, because seeing it from your internal perspective and seeing it from the perspective of an expert is oftentimes helpful to try and understand how what you're writing will be viewed in the target demographic of an admissions committee. And I would say that Rachel was extremely helpful on that front and really allowed me to put my best foot forward. You wouldn't find a better coach than Rachel Erickson. She'll allow you to bring your full self and work towards that until you have the application that's truly authentic to you.